Hello everyone. PSP instructors from the Montreal region will be partaking in a series of videos explaining the force evaluation. Each video will talk about the components in details of the protocol and the criteria to pass your test. We will identify strategies and some tactics that will assist you and help you avoid costly mistakes. These videos will be needed to accommodate your preparation when performing on your next evaluation.
The 20-meter rush puts to the test your power, endurance, and anaerobic glycolysis system. Simply put, it just means that you have to be able to move in an explosive way many times in a row. You have to run back and forth over a 20-meter distance for a total of 80 meters. To pass the test, you have to complete it under 51 seconds. The 20-meter rush is the only task that can be completely redone after a 5 to 8 minute break if ever the 51-second standard wasn't reached. You have to start lying face down, square to the start line. Hands and shoulders need to be behind the line, and hands are also lifted off the floor. Once the signal is given, you can get up and start running. Every 10 meters though, you'll have to touch or pass a line with a foot. Then you'll have to go back down on your stomach. Again, shoulders and hands are behind the line. Then you have to lift the hands off the floor and get up and keep going. For the last 10 meters though, all you have to do is run through the finish line. If you forget to pass or touch a line with a foot, the mistake has to be corrected right away. The same applies if you forget to lift your hands off the floor or if your hands and shoulders are over the line. It's forbidden to dive or drop to the floor. If you do so, you'll have to start over. You have to move from the standing to the prone position in a controlled manner. Mistakes are usually what cause the most time lost, so make sure you know the sequence, practice it at home. Touch the line with a foot, then you lay on your stomach, and then you lift the hands. So it's foot, stomach, hands. Make sure you get up efficiently by putting yourself in the sprinting position right away. That will take some precious time out off the clock that you would have used to adjust yourself. It's not necessary to lift your hands high in the air. An inch off the floor is fine. Don't slow down on the last sprint. Keep speeding up until you pass the line. And finally, make sure you wear good shoes with a non-slip sole.
The Sandbag lift tests your strength, your muscular endurance, and the anaerobic glycolytic system. Basically, it's a test where we would benefit from being strong enough to easily lift a heavy load, but also to do it for multiple times. The bags used for the first evaluation weigh 20 kilos. There are 30 lifts to be done alternately on each side in a time limit of 3 minutes 30 seconds. The feet must be on each side of the line at the start and for each repetition. There must be at least 50% of the bag above the horizontal line located a meter from the ground. However, the bag is vertical and must be entirely above the line. It is not allowed to use a strap in the center, to put the fingers in the eyelets, or to throw the bag at the wall. A tip for those who would like to optimize the results is to always stay low. This is more demanding, but you waste less time than if you keep standing up, plus you're always close to the ground ready to grab the next bag. You're also allowed to use your legs and hips to lift the bag. It's a more time-consuming way to do it, but if you're having a hard time finishing the task, it could be a great solution. people waste time because of invalid repetitions, and often it's because the bag is not high enough. We must therefore be precise in our lifts to make sure that each repetition counts. Also, don't lift the bag too high and don't hold it, just let it drop. That way you will keep your energy and have a better score.
This task primarily tests your cardio. Also, on the Force Fitness profile on the health-related fitness scale, 75 points out of 100 is related to your estimated VO2 max, which is estimated by your performance at this task.
To successfully complete this task, you have 5 minutes 21 to complete 5 times the following sequence. At the countdown, you have to grab the bag and walk with it one of the 3 following ways, either suitcase carry, in your arms, or on your shoulder. You have to walk around the pylon, which is 20 meters ahead of you, and come back to the beginning line. You step on the line first, drop the bag entirely behind the line, and then you run the exact same 40 meters without the bag. Come back to grab the bag, and you still have 4 sequences to complete. When you carry the bag, you are not allowed to run. If you do, we'll ask you to stop completely and to walk. When you come back to the beginning line, don't forget to step on the line first and drop your bag entirely behind the line. If you move the pylon by mistake, you have to put it back in its place before you continue. Here are some tips. Make sure you go around the pylon while staying close to it. Always keep a steady pace during the whole evaluation. Make sure you stay low during the walk portion. When you bring back the sandbag to the beginning line, make sure you stay close to the line instead of going too far past it. And finally, if you need to, squat down and use your lower body to lift up the bag safely.
Today we will be doing an overview of the last test, the sandbag drag. The purpose of the sandbag drag is to assess your capability to drag a load over a distance of 20 meters. You must drag the sandbags at a distance of 20 meters. There is no time limit to this task, however, it must be done continuously. To start, you will pick up the sandbag and hold it using baby carry, both hands underneath the sandbag. Ensure the sandbag is high on your chest with the strap coming out from the bottom without wrapping around the sandbag. Once you're ready, roll back until you feel tension in the strap. Once you feel tension in the strap, you may begin. Your time starts when you initiate movement to begin. Once your movement has started, you must drag the sandbags to the opposite 20-meter line without stopping. Once the front row of sandbags touches the 20-meter line, the test is over, your time is stopped. You must not use the handles or strap. Also, you must do this task without stopping. If you do not cover the 20 meters due to a lack of control, for example, you fall down, you may wait 5 minutes and reattempt once. If you do not cover the 20 meters due to fitness, for example, you cannot move the sandbags, your task is over and there is no reattempt. There are some tips that can help you to maximize your times and your performance. You are allowed to cross your hands, but the chances of touching the red straps are higher. You may want to hold the bag with a baby carry. Don't look back where the end line is. You can fall down or lose your speed. Make sure to use your body weight by dropping back slightly and use the momentum, especially for short people. Take small quick steps to keep your speed. Use suitable shoes with non-slip soles and do not hesitate to rub them before your test. Tag someone who will benefit from this video and feel free to leave us a comment or question right under here. Have a good force test